Welcome. Okay. So if I look totally distracted today, it is because, hey, Jenna, I am totally distracted. Dang it, I just knocked over my iPad. Where'd the sticker go? I had a sticker on here and it went away.
You can't put stickers when we're together.
I thought I had before, but maybe not. Okay, so the sticker was just our
sticker too, and I just realized
the sticker was just showing our website, beingpoorsex.com. So I'm going to start out with that, beingpoorsex.com. You can see it here behind me. I've got YouTube going live at the same time, and my dog has to be inside today, so I may be totally distracted. Go somewhere else, puppy. I got 3 people in. Good morning, Astrid. Good morning, Irreverent Tony, Jim, Larry. Appreciate y'all being here.
I was going to talk about side hustles. I just made a video about, I really want to know what everybody's side hustle is and how it works for them, how much time they spend on it, how much return of investment do they get. I really want to know what people do, because we have tried numerous.
Welcome. Good morning. Yes, we have. Good morning.
So I want to know what everybody else does and how well it's working for them.
Good morning.
So if your people will comment, because mine aren't.
What do y'all do for a side hustle? RBO CBD 420. What do you do for a side hustle? Good morning, Julie. I have nobody.
If you have a side hustle, you may not.
I know.
I feel like everybody these days has a side hustle.
Yeah, it may just be babysitting, mowing yards, one of those little side hustles. If you're as old as me, those are out the window. I don't let people pay me for babysitting anymore. That's just the fun. It used to be when I was a teenager. That was my side hustle, but I'm trying to not ignore YouTube today. So if you see me looking away, that's why.
Okay.
I spoke with somebody in school yesterday, and she said that she does her live on YouTube, even though she doesn't have a lot of people show up, but it gets posted and she'll have people respond when it's posted. So I forgot to set my light up. So y'all get to see half my face and shout it today. Sorry. So, okay, I'm down to one.
Any side hustles here?
Nothing so far. User 823, welcome. Off Grid Gang, that's a good name. Are those called usernames? Hey, Mike, welcome in.
I can never remember. So one is I can't remember the word that TikTok uses. Let's see if I can find it. Anyway,
before we forget, while we still have people coming in, we've got a free webinar today at noon, and you should definitely try to get on the webinar. If you have not already gone to beingpoorsex.com and entered your email address, then do it now, and we will get the link sent to you to be in the webinar. Our millionaire mentress will be there giving us great information on how she made $1 million, and how if we do the same thing she's doing, then we can make $1 million. So that is important. So just be sure you follow, and share. You can hit the button in the upper left-hand corner to follow us, or it's on the upper left-hand corner of my screen. I'm sure it's the same in yours. And we can get you started on a side hustle that can make you some money. You disappeared for a minute.
I'm back.
She's back.
We'll see if TikTok actually follows me.
Okay,
so the name on TikTok is what you see. So your name is 6 figure Siersha.
Okay.
Your username is the 6 figures with Siersha, no spaces, whatever.
Okay.
You only see that when you actually click into the profile.
Okay, so I'm seeing these names roll up now. Mike Lund 67, that's his name, and I can. Okay, so I was telling someone to go to Six Figures with Siersha on TikTok and they could find us. I guess that's the correct thing to say.
They can search either one, it'll pop up.
Okay, good. All right, we got a few people in here. Y'all let us know what you're interested in learning about digital marketing today. Are you more concerned with the cost, the time it will take you, or what you do in order to earn money during the time that you are working your digital marketing? Just drop it in the comments, cost or activity. Which do you want to know the most about? What it costs or what kind of activity you'll be doing? Good morning. Good morning. Nobody's interested in participating. Okay.
What was your takeaway of that training that we had yesterday? I didn't get to listen to all of it. I heard like the first part and the last part. So
my takeaway was, out of all the things we know about digital marketing, to find a niche feature and get really good at that feature and be the expert, show yourself as the authority about that feature, and be sure and help other people. What did you get the time that you were there?
Well, I really liked, he was talking about, what did he call it? He had a weird name for niche. Key something. Yeah. Dang, I can't remember. Anyway, the way he worded it was like interesting, and I like that. But he was like, "I'm not going to give away my secrets, because everybody's going to be different." And so I really like that. But he went into using the part that I like jumped back in on was he was using ChatGPT. Hey, good morning. Good
yes.
morning.
Good morning.
Now TikTok's like, hey, let me send these people. Okay, good morning. Drop your side hustle in the comments, please. But he was talking about using ChatGPT to find ideas for content.
Yes.
And how to use ChatGPT that's like in an honorable way without stealing somebody's work. And so I think that's how we've always used ChatGPT, where we use it to get ideas, to gather information, to build ideas. And especially with creating content, like it takes the work kind of out of it almost. Like, it makes it so much easier to, okay, now I can know where to get started. Like for me, that's the hardest part is like, what am I going to talk about today? And so I just use ChatGPT to be like, oh yeah, this is what you're going to talk about today. And then I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I can talk about that.
It was funny that he said that last night because I was in school. School is our community group. Those of you that are following, when you join the digital marketing growth community, you download the app School. You get access to the community and people help each other. There's 23,000 plus people in there. We're all helping each other. And somebody had asked a comment and said they just didn't feel like there was enough in the training about how to create the content, what content to create. And so I said, let's just do this in a broad stroke. Here's what we do. And I told them that, we had to define who our perfect customer was, if they had not done that, to take time going through that training and do that. And then second, I went to ChatGPT and said, here's my perfect customer. What are his pain points to retire? And ChatGPT gave me 10 different pain points. And so then I asked ChatGPT to write me scripts for those 10 different pain points. And then I took all those scripts and rearranged them. Good morning, small town millionaire. Good morning. Good morning. What's your side chat? What's your side chat? What's your side hustle? I can't do two things at once. What's your side hustle? Drop it in the comments. And, that we then kind of rearrange those scripts so that it fits the gather attention, introduce yourself, talk a little bit about why we're using digital marketing, and then close with, this is how digital marketing can solve your problem that we listed back up here and then we give a call to action. And I got lots and lots of feedback about how helpful that was. And I think all of us get caught in the minutia of everything that needs to be learned, that to step back and see the big picture every once in a while, there's tons to learn. I can't tell you who your perfect customer is. You have to go through the training to figure that out. It's, in a nutshell, it's fairly easy, but there's so much more involved in it than, hey, Lisa, welcome. And just to step back and say, okay, here's the big picture. Every day you got to create content. Okay, well, what does your content look like? Well, go to ChatGPT, ask them, what should I make content about today that will catch the attention of my perfect customer? And you tell who your perfect customer is. So if you all have not determined who your perfect customer is, or you have not jumped in yet and you're worried that you won't be able to tell who your perfect customer is, let me tell you that this training that we have is spectacular. It takes you through everything. And if you have mind blocks and I'll say one of my mind blocks, I'll just say it out loud. And it's something I've recognized since we went through that training. I think some people are more successful because they're young and beautiful. That's not to say that I can't be successful also, but I put that up there as a block and say, well, I can't be as successful because I'm not young and beautiful. Well, that's stupid. There are people out there just like me who need to retire and don't have the money to do it because the economy has sucked away all the dollars, the value in the dollars, and they need the same, hey, Daily Pay, feedback that we do. So anyway, that's one of my main blocks. Hey, Jen. Hey, Frank Caragon. Oh, wait. Welcome. Sib. Welcome. So anyway, we're asking people to put their side hustle in the comments. What's one of your blocks, Jenna? Put her on the spot. She chokes.
I have to go back and look even.
You don't even remember?
No. My brain does not work right. How many times can I tell you this? If it's not written down, it's gone. All right. My main, and I feel like these are two tied, so it's kind of two of them, was that I'm guilty. I'm stuck feeling like I'm not deserving, and part of that is because I feel like I'm not part of the members only club. Like I am on the outside. I'm not good enough to be a billionaire. I'm not good enough to have the nice houses or to have all the nice things. Or
welcome. Good morning.
I don't even know, because when I say it out loud, like that doesn't make any sense. Like, why do I want to have all the nice houses and nice things? But that's how I kind of have always felt. Like,
hey, Sonia,
good enough to be good enough.
But that's one of the things I really like about our program is that it helps you recognize that you may not be having success right now because you've got some mental mind blocks that are keeping you from, you might be going through the actions, but you're cutting yourself off. I'm sorry, y'all. I've got YouTube going at the same time. Somebody popped in and they were gone quick, but it's a great program that we have that deals with all the issues that can keep you from being successful. You just have to dig in and find them. But for me, sometimes the minutia of the training, there's so much training to be done. I get lost and I'm down here and I'm digging deeper and I'm digging deeper and I'm digging deeper. And sometimes I just step back and say, wait a minute, what am I supposed to be doing right now? I'm supposed to be making content. How do I make content? Use ChatGPT to help you. So there are all kinds of sources. There are all kinds of people to help you. There are people from the community that will help you. I got a couple in the community right now who are on our live that are just here being supportive. We are asking people to put in the comments what your side hustle might be. What are you doing for a side hustle? Before we get started, we're just trying to learn a little bit more about. Good morning, Sonia. Good morning. Good morning, Phyllis. Welcome. Anybody want to share what their side hustle is?
Please drop your side hustle. If you have a side hustle, in the comments. If you want to learn about side hustles, let us know that you'd like to know. I really want us to talk about, and I'm probably going to create a video later on, some content, but I want us to talk about all the different side hustles we have tried.
Okay.
And why
they failed.
They didn't work for us.
Yeah, I got to step away for a minute and get my light because there's something going on. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay. So why the side hustles that we have tried have not worked for us, and ones that have, why they worked, and then why digital marketing can help all of the side hustles as well as be its own side hustle in its own right. So That's what I really wanted to talk about this morning. So if you're there on Deborah's side, if you could drop that in, what your side hustle is, and or would you like it to be? I keep getting all of these join live with me requests.
I think that'll help keep that flash brightness from.
Yeah, I kept like taking your sunlight light.
Yeah, it's just completely washed out. So, okay, Sonia sent us a couple of gifts. Thank you, Sonia. Appreciate it. Son, appreciate it. We've got one or two couple of people in the room. Sonia, have you ever tried any side hustles before this that didn't work for you? Anybody? I'm sending myself hearts.
So let's talk. My very first side hustle.
Mary Kay and Avon. Yes. Go ahead, Jenna. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I thought you were telling me yours, but then I realized you were reading the comment.
Herbalife. Somebody's tried Herbalife. Body by V.
I haven't even heard of that.
Woo! Sonia's tried a bunch.
We tried a bunch.
Yeah.
So, well, you tell me your side hustles you've tried first.
So when David and I first got married, we did Amway. I did a little bit of Herbalife before I knew you.
What is Herbalife?
Herbalife is a supplement.
Okay.
I did it because they came out with these powders that you mixed with milk and ice or water and ice, and I could have these wonderful cold frothy drinks when I was getting off Coke. So you may or may not believe this, but there were 2 years that I had no Coca-Colas at all, and that was when I was doing Herbalife. I didn't lose any weight, so I didn't give up a lot of stuff, but Herbalife. I was trying to think, what else did I try? Have I tried besides the ones with you? There was something that David and I did that we participated in where you were part of a wholesale club. Peanut butter was delicious. Yes. My favorite for whatever reason was the strawberry, the fruity one, the Herbalife fruity one, but the peanut butter one was delicious. But we were part of this wholesale club, so you could purchase things that you needed at a big discount. So it's kind of like the Amway thing where you had to purchase so much, but it was more like furnitures, refrigerators. You and I probably could have made a success of it when we were flipping houses, but blankets, cars, we were part of that group. And I could see where you could save a lot of money if you were in spending mode. And the people that got us into it were, landlords. I was trying to think, what in the heck are we? Landlords. They had a lot of rental houses, and so they were constantly having to do, you could buy plumbing fixtures, you could buy those type of things. Well, David and I were not landlords at that point. The only thing, we did have a rental, we had a garage apartment behind our house, and we had fixed up some things, and we were renovating our house at the time, but we were not big spenders. And the one of the reasons it didn't work for me was because they would tell you this faucet is cheaper than this Kohler faucet. Well, yeah, but there are a lot of faucets out there cheaper than the Kohler faucet. Am I getting the quality of the Kohler faucet? They wouldn't tell you brand names, and so it was hard to compare. Good morning, Raisinelle. Oh my gosh, I had to say that before I realized what that was. Raisin Hell. So anyway, that one didn't work for us because we were not spending money mode. Because we could not compare, is it a Kohler faucet compared to a Lowe's Kohler faucet? Yes, it would be a lot cheaper, but we were afraid that we weren't actually getting a Kohler faucet. We were getting something else.
I gotcha.
All right, so tell us something that you participated in.
Okay, let's see.
Thank you for the hearts.
Let's say my first side hustle. I'm having a hard time remembering if, I guess technically we started our real estate business was my first venture into entrepreneurship in general, but that was not a side hustle for us. That was a job.
Right. Gotta make it work.
But then I was like, oh, I'll get my real estate license on top of that. So I guess that was kind of my first side hustle was the real estate license. which I absolutely hated. I tried the nails, Color Street nails, for a while, where it was just, I love the product, don't get me wrong, I still use it constantly, but it was just a lot. It was a $20 product that I might get $3 off every sale. So to really make any amount of money, you had to build the MLM, which was not for me. Then let's see, we tried crypto in there, so I can't remember if
Forsage
was Forsage first,
yes,
and then that other one that I can't
remember the name of it. It went bankrupt within about 3 weeks of me investing. That one hurt.
Yeah.
Welcome. We're going to talk about digital marketing and a successful online business in just a minute. We're contemplating right now all the side hustles that we've all done that were not successful. And Jenna and I've done a few, but
tried Modere.
I still have Modere stuff in my refrigerator. I like the product.
I know. I just found a whole bunch of Skin, the liquid collagen, in my cabinet.
Yeah.
And it says it expired like last April, so I don't know if it's any good.
Yeah.
And then, I guess.
Welcome.
So then I have my travel business.
But that one's working for you.
Morphed into like, I wanted to create travel themed items, so turning in my brand. I tried Amazon reselling, where I would buy products for really cheap, try to resell them on Amazon. Tried writing books. What was that? AIA
Publishing. AI publishing or something.
Yeah.
Publishing. The Mickelson twins. Not that it's a bad program. It just did not work for us.
And then I think that's really it.
But here we are now with a successful online business. There goes my light again, and I've got a light on, so I'm not sure what's happening.
Close your window. I have a bug that will not leave me.
Okay. Yep, that helps.
That'll be more consistent. Hi, Bonnie. Welcome in.
Welcome in, Tracy Kelly. We are talking about side hustles that have failed us, not necessarily other people, but they failed us. And I will say, go ahead.
It's important, I think, for me to recognize why it did not work for me, and why digital marketing has worked for me, because I am lazy. I don't
you are smartly efficient.
Yes. I don't want to work really hard. I don't want to spend a lot of time. I don't want to trade my time for money. And so a lot of those businesses, I had to spend a lot of time talking to people, following up with people. I had to research products. I had to make the list, do all the things, reach out to all the people. And that was exhausting and humiliating in a lot of ways. Like, I didn't want to.
Well, nobody taught us attraction marketing.
Yeah. Like, a lot of MLMs, they teach you to make a list of like 100 people that you went to high school with, you or had family in common, whatever. But I haven't talked to these people in like 10 years. Like, why would I reach out to them now and just be like, I want to sell you things? Like, no, I hated that. And then some of the other things like publishing, creating a brand, selling on Amazon, all of that stuff was centered around building ads. Like, you always had to spend the money to make the money. You had to put out, hundreds of dollars in ads just to get sales. And that just doesn't make sense to me. I didn't want to spend a lot of money when I had already spent a lot of money, one, on the course to learn it, and two, creating the product, and then three, spending money on ads. And I really love that this digital marketing program teaches us how to do it all for free. There's nothing extra that you have to spend in order to be successful. You don't have to run ads. It teaches you how to do it all for free without spending money on ads.
Yes, now we know more about attraction marketing. Listen, if you're watching this YouTube video live, if you could tell me can you hear Jenna when she's talking? My business partner and I are doing a dual live on TikTok, and I've got YouTube going also. So if you can, let me know if you can hear her or not. I'd be interested in knowing. All right, so we have found the successful side hustle that's working for us. It didn't take our first sale, put us in profit mode immediately. And it's going to be a huge, successful online business. We are not huge yet, but it's not going to take us long to get there. Some people have done it in 8 or 10 months. Some people have done it in 2 months. And by successful, I meant reaching 6 figures. There's a program inside our program. There's a course inside our program that teaches you how to reach 6 figures in 6 months. So it might take us 8 months, but we're going to get there. No biggie. Here, my puppy's coming to visit. So, what's the first thing that makes a successful online business, Jenna?
First thing is you got to schedule your time. You need to know your limits and how much time you want to put into it. You have to really stick to working those times on your business. I think that was one thing that was hard for me with all of the other businesses I tried, was that I never knew like exactly what I needed to do in this amount of time or whatever to be successful. And it was also like, you had to be active on social media 15 hours out of the day that was all through Facebook. TikTok is a whole nother thing, but Facebook, you had to be active. You had to be talking to people. You had to be commenting a certain amount of numbers, a certain amount of times for a certain amount of hours a day before your content would get pushed out. And that was exhausting.
Yeah.
And I felt like the whole point of me doing my side hustle was so that I could spend more time with my kids. And instead, I'm on my phone sending messages, commenting on Facebook all the time, instead of being present with my children.
Yeah. And we live in a society now, even with social media, even now, that we think, okay, well, somebody commented, I got to comment within 3 minutes. Well, I've learned to structure my day so that if you send me email, you just might as well know I'm not going to see it till the evening. When I have time to unwind and lay down in my bed or on the couch, I'll go through my emails. I'll make a note of something that needs to be tended to the next day. I just don't. I'm not going to be tied to my emails and doing this and doing that. And to have one, and I learned that from Simon Sinek, I think. Just block your time. And when you're done with emails, move on. Go do something. Go do the things you need to address in the emails. I don't let any notifications come across my phone. They can give me, I have banner notifications for some of the social medias that just when I take the time to sit down and do it, then I know I've got to deal with one of those things. But I don't let any ringtones. I don't let any notifications, phone calls, and texts. And even now, with this new phone, which is beautiful, see that beautiful grandbaby? She's so cute. I can't figure out how to make my text make noise. So sometimes I'm missing text. I got to figure that out. There's something that's been reset. All right. So for a successful online business, you need to know you cannot make a business work if you're not willing to put in some time. We are very fortunate in that it only takes 2 to 3 hours. It takes me 3 hours. It takes Jenna 2 to get the work done on this business. And even though there's 2 of us, we're not putting in 5 hours total. We've got a second Jenna's Freedom Journey. Got a second, what do you call that? TikTok page to address different set of customers. So anyway.
It's not Jenna's Freedom Journey anymore, but that's okay.
What is it now?
What it's been for weeks now. Look at my thing. It's Jenna Monetizing Mama. Whatever it is.
Okay, monetizing stay-at-home moms.
Yeah, that.
Okay. Anyway, so you know that you're going to commit some time, a couple of hours a day. And that's the beauty of this program. They tell you exactly what to do in those 2 to 3 hours a day. Second thing, you got to have a great product. We have a product that's a done-for-you product, plug and play. Get on there. There's 4 streams of income. 4 different product levels that you can sell that start at $1, $3, $6, and $900. So anybody at any level can get invested, and there are payment plans, and it's 100% payout, 100% profit. If you make a sale at $900, you get $900. Now, the payment processing people are going to charge you a fee to process your payment and send you your $900. And I think it's $18, $16. I don't remember what it was for our $900. But the company itself, you get 100% of whatever you sell. So that's a good thing. Third thing.
It's not an MLM, so you're not, money doesn't go to the company and to your upline and to whomever else. No, everything goes directly to you. It's all based off of your work, and you get the profits of whatever work you put into it. So some people, yes, they're making $300,000 in 6 months. Some people are making $900 a month. Every little bit helps. Every little bit counts. I mean, $900 a month is still a significant difference for a lot of people. It covers all of your bills. It covers all of your utilities. It may even cover your rent, depending on where you live.
Yeah, not around here.
Not around here, but there are some places that it could cover your rent.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So the third thing is automation. You don't have to be tech savvy to do this business. It's all, done for you. The website is built. The funnels are built. Your emails are written. So all you have to do is plug and play. When you decide that you're ready to start, you're sent a video that says, do this. The next thing, do this. Next thing, do this. You just walk through it and do what you're told, and you're done. You don't have to worry about, I got to build that website and it's got to look perfect. No, you've already got a professional website. You've already got a professional funnel. You've already got professional emails. Now, Jenna, ask me tomorrow if I don't talk to you later today. I have got to go into that email and put our live times in one of those emails to encourage people to come and visit us live on TikTok at 9 Central Standard Time. a.m. I have a hard time getting all that out for some reason. But anyway, you're going to have to schedule you some time. You're going to have a great, for those of you that can see my puppy, look how cute he is. He's bringing me his toy. Oh, you could see him on the other one.
Yes.
You got to have automations. You cannot scale a business or have the type of business that brings in the type of money that we're making without scaling your business. And automations is the way to do that. But you don't have to be tech savvy. It's all done for you. It is plug and play. Perfect.
There's a saying, and of course I don't remember it because I did write it down, but something about however much you earn is based on your email list.
Yeah.
You build email, you build your income. The more emails you have, the more income you have. And so that's not... An email is all automated. You can't set up
Teresa,
and gather information from your Facebook Messenger. Like, no, it's not going to work. You need emails so that you can set up your automations and have it done for you. And so it is working for you
all the time. Speaking of which, y'all be sure and like, share, and click on the upper left-hand corner. We're not supposed to say that word apparently, but
I don't think it matters because we're not having hundreds of people in our
like, share, and follow. Follow us. Go to in the upper left-hand corner. If you go to Six Figure Siersha, you click on that, and then it'll take you to our profile, and you can follow us there here on TikTok. And we would appreciate that. Go to our website, beingpoorsucks.com. Jenna, have you got your page? I'll hold up my board, but it doesn't all fit in there. beingpoorsucks.com. Share your email with us, and you can stay clued into all the different things that are going on. I sent out emails last night to tell of our 2 free webinars that are coming up. We've got one today at noon and one on Thursday at 7. Those are interactive. Our millionaire founder conducts the webinars and she talks for, 10, 15 minutes. And then she opens it up for questions. You can get any question you want. Hey, Mary, welcome. You can get any question you want answered. She has been known to stay on there for 4 and 5 hours answering everybody's questions. So don't miss the webinars. They're
Can I
good.
do a side note for a second?
Yeah.
Remember I was telling you about the picture Caroline drew of my brother?
Yes. Uncle Jason. Looks like his name is Justine.
I know. Yeah,
Hello.
she's still learning spelling.
Yeah. Y'all have to have my dog in the house today because the mosquito guy's coming to spray in the yard, and I don't like the dog out there when he sprays, and I just knew that he would come right in the middle of the live, and I didn't want to have to go get the dog. So anyway.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
I was going to make a note about something, though, that you said.
Digital marketing can be a successful online business. You can make 6 figures in 6 months if you apply yourself, if you take the time, 2 to 3 hours a day, if you have a great product, which we do, 4 streams of income, we have a great product. If you automate, which we do, we give it all to you. The automation's given to you. Then the 4th and 5th thing kind of work together. You have to learn who your perfect customer is. You have to learn how to relate to them, how to get them to relate to you. We teach you attraction marketing for that reason. And you have to learn how to use the social platforms that let you do all your advertising for free. So
I think we should probably hit on who needs this program and who those different types of customers are for our types of customers. You want me to talk about it, or you want me?
You go ahead. I've been nattering. You go ahead.
Okay, so our program, again, it teaches you digital marketing. So how affiliate and digital marketing. So it teaches you how to promote yourself, your products, or your business online using social media. So you may have your own small business. Maybe you just want to be like an influencer and you want to do affiliate marketing and have brand deals and sell your stuff, but you need to learn how to market yourself as a business, essentially. So branding, how to set up your socials properly, all that stuff. If you want to learn how to market yourself for those things, this program is for you. If you have a small business that you need to gain more customers, you need to get more clients, you need to reach a new demographic of people, this program is for you. It will teach you how to put out that information so that you can attract your own clients and customers. Or thirdly, if you are just wanting to make extra income on the side, like Deborah is, I have a small business that I have used this program to help, but Deborah, for example, just wants to use this program to make more money. So she is reselling the program with their master resale rights and is earning 100% of that income strictly from that product. You can also use this program. There's a whole thing about creating a digital product that you can sell. So if you have a digital product that you want to sell, maybe it's a book, maybe it's a cookbook, maybe it's a brand guide. I don't know, whatever it may be. This program can teach you how to market that and sell it using your social media without spending money on ads so that you get another source of income.
So basically 3 customers. Basically, you've got 3 different customers, and there are 5 billion people on social media making purchases every day. Every day. So we got 3 different customers. Let's talk about what we do on our 2 to 3 hour work day that makes our online business successful.
So our income producing activities, I hit on it before because I feel like with all my other side hustles I tried, I never knew exactly what needed to be done, how long it was going to take me, whatever. So this program teaches you how to have that 2-hour workday so that you can have your time freedom back. So in the 2 hours, we have 4 income producing activities we do. First one is create content. Always create content. If you don't do anything else, just create your content. Put it out there. Post it on social media. No matter how cringeworthy it may be, put it out there. So we are taught 3 to 5 pieces of content a day that lets, especially TikTok, know that you want to be seen. You want to have your information out there, and then TikTok will recognize that and start pushing it out. 2, you create free ads. So we are given 200, if not more, free ad websites to post free ads on. We're still not 100% sure how many people actually see these ads, but cannot hurt to put that information out there. Our millionaire founder who made $1.5 million in 20 months does these every single day, and she's killing the game. So we're going to do what she says to do.
We're absolutely going to do what she says to do.
Third is use our stories function. Oh, okay, yes. Use our stories function. Tell your story, get it out there, let people know what you're doing, who you are, about your life. And 4 is to go live, just like we're doing now. And you can even multitask. So while I'm live here, I'm also doing my free ads on my computer. So it can all be done in a short period of time.
Yes. And I am still not clear. We're still working on getting our stories functions.
I'm going to do that stories training today, actually.
Our stories done well. We've just been taking our content and I've been taking some of our content and repurposing it on stories. I think Jenna's done that a few times too. And really, stories are supposed to be different. They're only there for 24 hours. They're supposed to show a little bit more of your life and a little bit more of what have you got going on and shout outs and things of that nature. And I need to go through the stories training again because I've not done it well. We're not doing that well. So the first thing we did to get started is we started putting out content. It was cringeworthy. It's still cringeworthy sometimes. For me, the lives are now easier than putting out content. And part of that's because you're here and we just have a normal conversation like we would if we were in the same room. And we started out just doing the content because doing the free ads was very frustrating. Then we added, we're going to get the free ads done. And then at a certain point on TikTok, you had to have 800 to 1,000 followers. And when we reached that point, we started doing our lives. Welcome, Robbie. And so now we do the lives Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. without fail. Well, except when we traveled. Then they were just we got our lives done. They just weren't done at 9 a.m. And
I do want to point out that one of the objections we get a lot are that you don't have a following. Well, we actually are taught to start from a brand new social media account, create a whole new account. And then that way you're reaching a whole new different set of people. Then it teaches we're taught how to do your algorithm so that it can actually be the right people that you're trying to reach. And you don't want to sell to your friends and family because they're probably not going to be the ones that support you. It's going to be the stranger on the internet. However messed up that is, that seems to be like the number one rule on social media is that strangers on social media will support you over your friends and family.
And that's not to say your friends and family don't support you emotionally, or they say, yeah, but they're not going to put their dollars out there because this is your thing. This is what we're doing. This is our thing. It's not necessarily their thing. So, and that's okay.
And also that we also teach you how to gain
followers.
The F word.
Oh.
Because it is difficult for a lot of people. And some people think that they need to have that audience to reach already, but you don't. You are taught how to gain that so that you can go live, so that you can do all the things that unlocks whenever you.
And we are taught when you engage with your audience, how to get the audience that you want, which is other people who are trying to make money online, and how you can help. There's lots of people that aren't necessarily trying to make money online right now. But there's also, we're taught block those people that come on and say, Oh, y'all just a bunch of whatever that are negative. You don't need negative people around you. It can work. It will work. It does work. It has worked. It's been proven. We've proved it. Other people have proved it. It's working. I don't know what I'm doing today, but let me see if I can.
Yeah, your lighting's not working well for you.
Okay, I'll turn it down some. Maybe that'll work a little better. But yeah, it definitely has something to do with the sun and but even with my blinds closed, it comes in a little better when the sun's out versus when it's not. Okay, those of you over here on YouTube, I'm not ignoring you. I'm really not. I'm just not able to do two things at once. And since there's rarely anybody here on YouTube, I'm doing it. I'm going to put it out there because it's more content for people to come to our channel and watch. That's another thing we are taught. We have training on. We have YouTube training, Facebook training, TikTok training, Pinterest training. Oh, I found the Pinterest training I'm going to watch today. LinkedIn. And that's not to say there's not other social medias out there that training will show up. We've got a Canva training. We've got all kinds of training in there. It's an educational package.
Everything you need to know to create content, to make a living online is in this program.
And let's briefly go through it. You got to set aside some time. You got to have a great product. You got to be automated. You got to know how to relate to your customers. And you have to get discovered. That's attraction marketing. And we're going to teach you every bit of that. And if you think, well, I can't do it, we also have mindset training. There's no reason anybody can't do it. You choose not to do it. You can choose not to say, well, I'm not going to do that because, hey, Lisa, I don't want to get on live or I don't want to do whatever. That's a mindset block. I am willing for $1 million in a year and a half. I'm willing to do almost anything. I saw one of Kimberly spelled with an E. She did one of those filters where her mouth was all.
Yeah.
So I didn't listen to her message because wherever I was, I had it turned down. But I thought, I need to try that. Will that get people to be interested in this? And then I thought, because I've always wanted to be professional and look professional because I was a banker. I was a stockbroker. You had a certain image you had to portray. Well, I don't have to do that anymore. I can get goofy if I want to.
You get to be you. You get to be authentic. You get to be whoever you want to be.
Well, I think my authentic self is fairly professional. I think being a clown is not my authentic self, but it could be my fun self, and I need a more fun self.
Right.
One of my cousin's husbands said, they lived in Corpus Christi, and they were going to come to New Orleans, and they were talking about, they come right through Lake Charles, and we should go to New Orleans with them. And my first thought was to tell him, oh, we're not any fun. You don't want to go to New Orleans with us. We're not any fun. And I thought, that's sad. Yes, come see us. We would enjoy seeing y'all, and we would enjoy hanging out with y'all, but we don't go dancing. We don't go drinking. Not that there's anything wrong with those. That's just not who we are. When we first moved down here, we got invited to a couple of Mardi Gras balls, and we went, and we said, well, we don't have to go again because I don't enjoy dressing up and putting on formal things. I do not enjoy trying to dance with my husband who has no rhythm. I love him, but that's not his forte. All right, we talked about the cost. Let me throw it up here again. 4 different levels. You can start at any level. There are payment plans. If you start at the first level, just know that you don't want to stay there. You start getting master resale rights on these other levels. When you upgrade from this level to this level, you only pay the difference. When you upgrade from this level to this level, you only pay the difference in the 2 levels. You don't have to redo all that money you've already invested unless you take too long to up level. I think there's a 30-day limit. You got to up level within 30 days. So let's talk about what would $300 a day come out to be in a year? $109,000.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Can we talk about that at the hour mark when people start getting pushed out to us again?
Yeah, if you're paying attention to the time.
I am.
Okay. No problem.
I want to talk about things I learned on TikTok this morning.
Okay, things you learned on TikTok this morning.
I learned 2 things on TikTok. You remember how literally this weekend I was talking about, see the bottom half of my hair?
Mm-hmm.
How it's really curly. And then this top half
It's not?
is not. That is called Irish hair. Apparently it's a thing.
Oh.
And it's very common for people with Irish heritage.
Okay.
It literally blew my mind. So now I got to research all things Irish hair. Anyway. And second, I learned what a trad wife is.
A what?
Trad. T-R-A-D.
Okay.
And I was like, it does not sound positive. when I heard the term, I was like, okay, when I looked it up, it just means a traditional wife, a woman that believes in the biblical sense of being a wife that stays home and takes care of the family and is very traditional. And I was like, oh, I guess I'm a trad wife.
I think traditional wives also make soap, cook meals.
Okay, maybe I'm not a complete
You're mostly traditional. You're mostly traditional, but I don't think of myself as a traditional wife, even though I am a stay-at-home wife, because I don't like to do the homesteading type things. I'm not going to have my own garden. I'm not going to can vegetables. I'm not going to sew my own clothing. Those are all things that my grandmother did that I think of as being traditional.
See, I want to do those things.
Do you?
I would love to have a garden. I would love to do that, but I don't want to. Does that make any sense? Like, I want to have that, but I don't want to do the work to have it.
Yes.
So I want to have it, but I don't.
No, you want to have it. You don't want to do the work.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to have the skill to sew, but I don't want to learn to sew.
When we first got married,
I'm lazy.
Well, no, it's not that you're lazy. It's, to me, it's being brain efficient. There's no point in me learning to sew and sewing clothing when it would be cheaper and easier to go buy. First of all, I had to go buy a sewing machine. Secondly, you got to go buy fabric. Thirdly, you got to buy patterns. Then you have to learn how to cut. I've made clothing and never got finished. I've started a couple of times. Now, when we first got married, I don't mind making, I don't have my sewing machine anymore, but I don't mind making curtains. I don't mind making bedspreads and dust ruffles and pillowcases. I've done all those things because they're straight seams. It's no problem. Straight seams. It's just a matter of measuring, figuring it out, cut those seams, and that's fine. And I did that for the first, 4 or 5 years of our marriage. If we had curtains, I made them. If I wanted a new bedspread, I made it. But anyway, hey, Den, we've been talking about digital marketing and a successful online business. And we're in a little side conversation here at the moment about being a traditional wife and what traditional wives do and did and what a traditional wife looks like today. I think today a traditional wife is mostly about taking care of the kids, stay at home. It's being a chauffeur. Oh, you said that the other day. I hated the years I was a chauffeur. Hated it. And people had a hard time understanding. You got up in the morning and you chauffeured. And then I took the hours between taking them to school and picking them up as me time. I would read a book. I might do some housework. I might do some laundry, depending upon how desperate we were for those things to do. But then as soon as the evening hit at 3 o'clock and you were picking up 2 girls again and getting them to all I worked from 3 o'clock till bedtime. Worked. So those hours when all the kids were gone were mine. Hey, Hoofy. Glad to have you. We're talking digital marketing, successful online business. Except right now we're talking about traditional wives. And
well, okay, so let's talk about how the 2 hours of work that we do then, how easily that could fit into, like, my people are stay-at-home moms. That's who I connect with well. That's who I associate with. That's who I am. That's my identity. And so the 2 hours that I have, I can, well, I mean, granted, my kids are at camps right now, but when they weren't, like, I could do it before they are awake for the day. I can do it while they're napping. I can do it after I put them to bed for the day. I can do it while they're eating their lunch or while they're having their 8 millionth snack for the day. It can all be done just in those nook and crannies because it doesn't take a whole lot of time for each individual thing. So I can get one thing done before they wake up in the morning. I can get another thing done later. As where you like to do things
in a block of time,
all in one block of time, which now that you are an empty nester, you can do that.
Absolutely. I like to be done with my workday by 12. I like to sleep late. So this morning I woke up at 7 and got some things done. Oh, you'd be so proud of me. I actually exercised this morning.
What?
It wasn't.
Did you do some yoga?
I did. It's a little video I had saved about stretching. So I did some stretches. I got on the floor and did some stretches. I didn't do anything that was aerobic that helped my lungs or anything like that, but just to try to, as you can tell, I'm having problems sitting again, just to try to figure out what's going on with that muscle and to get it more stretched, more in shape, more whatever is going on with it. Yeah, I did. And then I found a guy. I had saved these videos from some other time, and he has these 4 exercises that you do 3 times a day. And it's 10 squats, 10, he calls them arm raises, where you just do this to 90 degrees. Don't swing big, but just to bring them up from your hips to 90 degrees. Then you do military presses, and then you do circles where you come down in front and above, in front and above. Do 10 of each of those in 3 sets, 3 times a day. And I had saved it for that very reason, because I don't like extended exercise. I'll do something for a few minutes and then I'm bored. I'm ready to move on, or I'm tired, or I'm hot, or I'm bothered, or whatever. So I've already done 1. I got to do that 2 other times today. I realized as we were in DC that I have gotten in worse shape than I had realized, and wore myself out quickly, and my hips hurt terribly bad. I hope I didn't complain the whole trip, but it was just an eye opener to me that you've kind of let yourself, as much as I hate to exercise, I hate how I let myself go. I was never in great shape, but I was in better able to. I think I did a lot better in New York and Salt Lake City than I did this time in DC. But
I think so too. But you were hurting.
Yeah, I started out in pain.
Right.
This hip was bad from the beginning.
Okay, let's talk about how much you can make with just $100 a day.
Okay, $100 a day I don't have. Let's start with $300 a day.
Real quick. Let me.
Well, $100 a day would be $365 a year. $3,650 a year. Because there's 365 days times 100. 35,000. You should do the math. We're not strong on math skills, y'all. Hey, Roy. Welcome.
That was funny. Okay, $100 a day by
365 days is $36,500.
Oh, that's $1,000. Hold on. Okay, 100 times 365 is $36,500.
Woo! We got it.
Which is about equivalent to the average income for an American.
Yeah. However, with digital marketing, you have the capacity to earn $300 a day with our program. So $300 a day would be $109,500. Would that make a difference? Yep. What about if you only made $300 a week? Would an extra $300 a week make a difference? I had a lady that worked for me one time, and her husband only made $350 a week. And I thought, good gosh, how does anybody live on that? Okay.
$300 a week is an extra $15,000 a year.
Yeah. When my first nonprofit job I took, that's exactly what I made. If you had an
extra $1,300 a month, if you want to look at it like that.
If you made $600 a day, you could be making an extra $219,000 a year. That is 4 times what the average pay of the average American is. 4 times. 219.
More than that, huh?
Well, I calculated at 50,000 and rounded.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That's the way I did
So,
math.
$300. I'm sorry, $600 a week is equal to $31,000 for the year.
An extra 31,000 a year. Extra. If you're doing it along with your other job.
And that's just once a week.
That's once a week. But if you made $219,000, you could give up your other job if you wanted to.
Right.
This is our goal. $900 a day, $328,500 a year. We're going to surpass that goal, but this is the goal. $900 a day. So, just so y'all know.
So if you have $900 a week,
extra $900 a week.
$46,000 for the year.
Wouldn't that be a blessing to your family? How could it not be a blessing to your family? Hey, Debbie, welcome to join us. We just went over the money, the different monies. If you made $300 extra dollars a day, that's an extra $109,000 a year. If you made $600 extra dollars a day, that's another $219,000 a year. And if you made $900 a day, that's $328,500 a year. All doable. All doable. So,
I mean, there's even more than that. Like the Victoria has just hit 300,000 in 6 months. So if she continues on that path, she's going to be well over 600,000 in a year. I mean, that's incredible.
It is incredible.
I mean, she is a stay-at-home mom that has a husband in the military that has special needs children. So her 2 hours a day, I mean, that's huge.
Nooks and crannies.
Life-changing money for them.
Nooks and cranny of her day. Yeah. And I want to go ahead.
I always go back to, I mean, it may not be big money, but sometimes even just $900 a week or $900 a month, that's a lady was able to shop not using food stamps for the first time in her adult life. She was able to actually provide for her children food that wasn't stale or come from a food bank. It was, so that for her was life-changing, even though it wasn't a huge amount of money.
Have you ever gotten money from food from a food bank?
I have not, no.
We did that a couple of months. We tried, and it was not necessarily bad food. It was just food that we didn't normally eat. And so we kind of had to eat outside our range of normal. And it was not quality food, I guess you'd say. But we did it primarily as a budget savings. We decided we wanted to do, I don't remember what it was. We were saving for a particular thing. And so we said, okay, we qualified. We'd go to the food bank. We would try. And I told David, it's just not worth it to me. The whole hassle of the food bank. I'm very lucky that we did not have to do it. It was a choice for us. And we were able to walk away. But not everybody's able to do that. So...
But this program can allow you to do that.
Absolutely.
Even if you're just selling this program, even if you're using this program to promote your
small business that you already have going on.
Side hustle. Maybe you are walking dogs to make extra money and you need new clients. This program can teach you how to reach those clients to get more money. Because you can only save as much as you earn.
That's right. And why?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, you don't have to have any type of education. We're going to train you to do everything. You don't have to have any skills. And we're going to teach you to do everything you need to know. You don't have to have a high school education. You don't have to have a degree. Why would you not try when you can get in on an installment pay? I think we started with installment. What was it? $48 to begin?
I looked it up, and what I chose was, I think I only did like 4 or 5 payments, so I actually paid like $140 a month.
Okay, so you could get started for a little or nothing and have an opportunity to change your life. Have an opportunity to make big money. You have to commit, you have to be consistent, and you have to be coachable. If you're not willing to let someone else tell you, this is how I made $1 million, and walk in her footsteps, this isn't for you. I was on one of the breakout sessions and some guy said, well, yeah, Michelle says this, but I don't think. And I just kind of shut him down. I said, have you made your first million yet? And he said, well, no. And I said, then I'm not thinking, I'm doing. I'm doing exactly what she tells me. I am not deviating as much to my ability as I can. I'm doing exactly what she tells us. So we've struggled in some areas and we've had to tweak it and pull it back in line with Michelle says do X. We're going to do X. It's easy to think, why? I don't understand. That makes no sense to me. But it worked for her. And if it works for her and it's now working for us, it will work for you too.
Absolutely.
Sorry. Got on my soapbox there.
It's okay.
Hey, Doris. Welcome in. We're talking about digital marketing, how you can make money, life-changing income. Doesn't cost you much to get started. All of these were less than I paid for that new cell phone I bought 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago. All of these, less than that cell phone.
And now you're using your cell phone to make money.
Yes, I love my cell phone. It's making good money. It's not like I didn't have a cell phone before, but we decided it was 8 or 10 years old. Which I still thought it was a good cell phone, and I thought my problem was internet. And now I've discovered part of my problem is I live in Moss Bluff. I mean, loading up videos at your house was lickety split. Bloop, it's loaded. It's still not that way at my house, even with a new cell phone, but it's a lot better.
Yeah.
Biggest thing is my battery. My battery's so much better now. I don't have to plug up.
I thought my battery was great until I saw how great your battery was this weekend.
Yep. I got the iPhone 15 Plus for anybody that wants to know. I don't make any money off of you knowing that. So we didn't talk much about the community. You want to talk about the community some?
Sure. Do you want me to show the community?
Why don't you show the community and I will talk?
Sure.
So when you get started, you should download 2 apps, Kajabi, where the educational package is, and then we downloaded School, where the community is. There are 23,000 plus people in the community. This is not an MLM. Nobody makes any money off of you, but there are 23,000 people in the community willing and able and ready to help. So yesterday,
backwards?
No, it's right. So you're given a calendar. We have at least 5, if not 6 interactive, hey Frank, trainings a week.
That was last night.
That was last night. Yep. You can look at all the blue things and you can see how much training. So this week we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trainings this week.
You want to talk about what's happening tonight?
Tonight or at noon?
Or today. I'm sorry. In 2 hours.
In 2 hours, you can get on an interactive webinar with the millionaire. I'm just going to call her the millionaire. And she's going to do a short presentation, tell you about the blueprint, the 5 steps to online success, which we briefly discussed here today. And then she will answer all of your questions. You do have to go to www.beingpoorsucks.com. Share your email address and we'll get you the link to the webinar. But inside the community also, we have these categories that are wins, the schedules, general questions, tech calls, social media. You can go in there and communicate just like you would on Facebook or TikTok or whatever. Type a question in. Somebody's got an answer. Michelle's on there every day. I'm sure you can see her. It's Michelle O'Neill telling you. She pins some posts every day that's motivational. She says, y'all think about this today. Get your mindset right. Whatever. But in the wins, you can see how people are doing. $900 while sitting on the toilet. Okay, that's funny.
That is funny.
That's probably not something I would have ever shared. Somebody had some TikTok engagements. Look at this down here with Lisa Thomas. $24,176 in 59 days. That's amazing. Hey, Connie, welcome. So inside the community, if you've got a question, we're on the wins category right now. But if you've got a question, you just type it in Somebody's going to answer you. There's 23,000 people in there. There are at least 2 different people. Here's somebody, Jenna Stone, that she crossed her goal of $200,000 in 3 months. Boom. Okay. Laura St. John says, amazing, not surprising. That is amazing to me, but it is not surprising because we're given all the tools. I don't know how Jenna did it, but that Jenna. Here's another one, $600 ding. The hope dealers are at it again. Y'all, that's what we are. We're hope dealers. If you're not satisfied with where your financial security is, where your financial life is, we've got the ability for you to change. You can do it cheap, upgrade when you can afford it. We have payment installment plans. There's no reason not to get started. You just have to make a decision. All right, somebody just hit $50,000. Took her 7 months. 7 months, y'all, to make $50,000. Some people don't make that in a year. So you just have to decide. Hey, Gordon, welcome in. Got to decide, is it worth it to you? Show them the classroom, Jenna. In the school community, we have what's called the classroom. And so when you're brand new, you do that getting started right. Then you want to skip to the 90-day legacy run. There's a content vault with all kinds of testimonials. So if you've got somebody that says, I'm interested, but what can you show me somebody who's really, what's their success? Testimonials. Tech help, call replays. So we have tech calls 2 times a week. If you need help, after the first 2 days in your setup, there's really no tech involved. There's social media training. I can't read what you just switched to.
Create content.
Oh, yeah.
All kinds of stuff. TikTok.
All kinds of stuff.
Learn how to use LinkedIn. Anything you need to know.
So you get a free it's not free. You're investing in an educational package. You get all the educational packages, and then inside our community, you also get a classroom that's got information in there that helps you learn. The more you learn, the more you earn. I promise you. Okay, they've got webinars, got a 90-day challenge, 30K in 90 days. And they got a Christmas challenge in there. And they just never took that one down. But so there's all kinds of, there's bonus content. Sorry, you said something?
I just say it's just helpful information. I think they leave it in because it's good stuff to follow.
Yeah, good stuff. The one thing that I find difficult to follow is when she adds something, when Michelle adds something into the Kajabi platform, it's just tucked into areas that I've already done. Like I might not go back and redo that area. And so I think, oh, dang, I missed that. Where do I find that replay? Well, I can't always find the replay because I got to know what area she tucked it into, but I'm learning.
Right. So this is the $900 product right here.
They made everybody log in again yesterday. Did I lose you? Jenna?
No, I'm typing it in.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh. Now I lost where I was at on my password.
Sorry.
Typing in password, I always have to concentrate. Okay, so here is our digital growth program, the Legacy Builder